Hey guys, welcome back to Lorcana Beehive. This is the Lord Lowdown, episode 12 coming at you. Right on the cusp of set 11 release. We got all of the cards released or revealed, I should say. So we're all excited for this release. So we got a whole episode talking about the new set right now. So we got a bunch of cards to talk about. We're going to talk about like some up and coming decks, some ideas. So let's just get started.
Yeah, it's super
All
exciting,
right.
right? This is the
Yeah.
episode that I think this is what we want to do, right? We want to talk about these new cards. Let's theorize, let's start crafting some decks. Let's have some fun, right?
Yeah. This is it.
100%. I think it's going to be an amazing set. I don't think I've been this excited for a set in some time. So all the new jank that's going to be coming out, it's going to be so much fun to see what happens.
Absolutely. Excellent. Well, I think we'll jump right into it. So the first card we want to talk about is probably the card that most people are already talking about, and it is that brand new board wipe that we have called Raging Storm.
You all asked for it. Everybody was wanting it. Everyone missed Be Prepared. So here we
She's
are.
back. It's back. It's back, baby. So we have it back. Raging Storm by popular demand is here and it's here to stay. Um, Big shout outs to Sean from that won Game Haven Sandy because he straight up called this one. He said it needs to be uninkable action 8 cost. Straight up said those lines to me directly. So
Wow.
blows my mind that he had it on lock.
I think what's shocking about this one nobody expected is the amber color though, right?
Ooh,
Yeah.
amber color. It's
Yeah.
really interesting because was it you, Kevin, that was mentioning that because or I think somebody was saying it was actually on Facebook. They were saying because amber is traditionally more aggro, it makes it more balanced for the board wipe to be in an aggro color instead of being a more control oriented color as we've been so used to.
It
But
does inherently provide it some balance. I agree with that. I wasn't the one that say that, but I agree.
yeah, but the one thing I did think about when I was talking about that is that there is this Sapphire Amber deck that is currently terrorizing the meta of now that I don't know if you guys have had a chance to play against it. It has about a million answers to every single situation because of World's Greatest Criminal Mind and Hades. And then throwing this board wipe at it really helps because that the only way to overwhelm that deck is just to go wide. You have to get super wide. And so now that they have access to this board wipe, it's actually going to be a very scary deck. So
I was running an aggro deck into a blue yellow a couple weeks back, and I was both taken by surprise by number one, the colors, and number two, how incredibly efficient it was at just dominating the board. It's incredible. They got big bodies and they get it out quick. It's
yeah.
awesome.
Well, I mean, the one thing that I was thinking about with it, and maybe what I'll do is I'll switch over to that deck list right now and show that a little bit because that is also really interesting just looking at that Sapphire Amber deck list and what that could mean. So let's switch over to that real quick. It's this Detective Pikachu list is what I was able to find. But you can see it. It kind of just goes really fast with ramp, not playing lanterns, which is, interesting. But also when you're running Mickey Mouse and you're running Donald Duck, like, do you really need the lanterns? And obviously on Ludwig too, right? So you could probably just straight up plug Raging Storm in here somewhere, right? Drop out a couple of, I don't know, drop out a couple of these genies. Um, there's quite a
Mhm.
bit you can do here with this list, just plugging Raging Storm right into it, right?
I love, I love how this is just a pile of blue cards with some yellow control.
It's just it plays Horseman Strikes and World's Greatest, and then the rest is blue. I guess Stitches in there too.
Stitches there, these for card draw. Fun.
Yeah, I do worry though about I don't know how much Raging Storm actually slots into this because it's only a catch-up mechanic, right? You don't want
Mm.
to play, you can't play Raging Storm while you're trying to like I don't know, because you play out your creatures right, and you're good at controlling the board, and you want to gain advantage like you control the board and then you push for like questing advantage. But the second you play Raging Storm, it's not like you can sing it like be prepared with Hades. As soon as you play it, you lose all of your board momentum. So it gives your opponent the board, right? You can catch up maybe, but your opponent definitely has the board now. So your next card better be like Hades or Horseman Strikes or something.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean you're gonna have to play out something to control the board after the fact, right? But
yeah, so I don't know if it's like you play like two in one of these lists, but um yeah, we'll see. I think I saw this at the last set champ not the last set champs, the set champ before last I went to uh one of the people there was I think playing this exact list. So got to see it in action a little bit.
So I think the one thing that comes to mind when talking about Raging Storm and in blue with the yellow blue combo is mixing it with the new Bell
mm,
called the Snowfield Strategist. It's a 4-drop, 2/3, 2 lore, but it says whenever one of your characters is banished, you can put that card from your discard into your inkwell face down and exert it. So
let's
does
see if I can
that
find
work
this.
with the Raging Storm?
It
Saying
would it would work for everything but herself.
herself, right? So you put everything on the field into your inkwell except for her.
Uh
Well, it says whenever one of your characters, so should that be Belle as well?
Yeah, it would include Bell whenever one of your
yeah.
characters is banished. So yeah, it would work. It would trigger with literally every single card
Hmm.
that you
So
put into your
So if
that
you
you
feel like you're
that
getting
way.
behind on board for any reason, you just wipe the board, throw it into your inkwell, and then throw down your new Gravitalis for free.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's definitely some level of synergy there. I think that's wild. By the way, shout out to Mushi Report. If you guys aren't using Mushi Report for your card reveals, yeah, jump on there. That's where they all are. So, but yeah, Bell, interesting. I didn't even think about that, Kevin. I love that piece of tech. That's fun.
Crazy. That's such an incredible combo.
That is pretty awesome. But yeah, Raging Storm, it's back. The board wife's back, baby. Not quite as I think unfortunately our friend Baker's going to be a little sad to be saying Raging Storm instead of Be Prepared. I mean, it doesn't quite slide off the tongue the same way, but
Uh,
you
sorry,
know,
Baker.
it's too bad. I wouldn't have been too mad if they still called it Be Prepared and changed the color and like I honestly wouldn't have been that upset. I would have been okay with that.
It has the same amount of syllables, so he could just swap it into the tune.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Raging
true.
Storm.
Raging Storm. We're gonna have to. They need to. Okay, so now Lorcana needs to actually develop some sort of like a lore behind this piece of it, though. I guess it is an action, so it's not going to be a song that they have to develop. So that's good news. But yeah, there's got to be some level of lore to this, right? How the Raging Storm comes into play, and I mean, Lilo and Stitch just could not be bothered by this storm being such a problem in this card, though.
Such
Mm-mm.
good
So
art.
really good art. Big fan. All right,
I
moving on though. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I do wonder how much play this like it's such a big impact card, and everybody was shocked by the reveal. It was the only thing the internet was talking about for 2 days. But
Yeah,
I actually
Hmm.
do wonder how like uh in Ghent how much you'll actually see this card.
yeah. I guess it just depends on how many games they can get in, right?
Yeah, I don't. It's true.
We'll see. All right, moving on. We have with the new set, one of the biggest IPs that was revealed that everybody was just clamoring for was Darkwing Duck. So he's here. He's here to stay. We have a couple of shout outs on the cards that we think are going to be really good. Sam, you thought this card was going to be great in Infinity.
It does have so much synergy with the existing game plan of Blue Steel.
Yep.
Like they already run an item that does exactly this, right?
Mhm.
Like it banishes itself, deals 2 damage. Then you can just, if you have Darkwing Duck on the board, deal 2 more damage. So
Mhm.
it just already works flawlessly in the deck. And it's very good. Some of the best cards in that format, right? The Blue Steel deck are both villains, Tamatoa.
Mhm. There you
Yeah,
go.
I think this card is going to see play. And even if it doesn't run its companion item, the Thunderquack, that makes everyone else a villain. Like I honestly think that if this card is on the board and it's stabilized, good luck maintaining your board because it's just gonna go over.
Yeah, talking about the Thunderquack, right? Just giving all
Hmm.
opposing characters the villain classification and then just taking them all out with Darkwing Duck or I mean, whatever you can as far as challenging villain characters there.
Absolutely, it's gonna be awesome. I think
And
that
I
card
didn't
is
even notice this line of if a character was banished in a challenge this turn, gain one lore. That's crazy
yeah,
right there.
it's really good,
That is
but
actually really good.
it's a little expensive. So, which is why I don't think it's gonna see play, especially in Infinity. I think they'll just go
Yeah.
for the damage removal.
They've got enough. They got enough ways to remove boards. They probably don't need the all opposing characters gain villain. But I do hope I see a Darkwing deck like in core. Somebody go into like some miracle run into day two with I don't know
I
some
want
crazy
to,
deck.
I want to see it.
Yep. I mean, we saw some pretty cool detective decks. Shout out to, let's see here. He came on our screen here. Shout out to Chandgrit. He jumped on our YouTube page because he was there at Game Haven Sandy playing, and he was playing a spicy little detective list that got him all the way to top eight, right?
Hmm. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So he crushed it with his spicy little detective list there. And when he was talking to me about it, he said the list was $30. So just
Incredible.
near and dear to my heart. Chandgrit, you need to send us over your list so we can talk about it on the next episode and give you a good shout out there. But yeah, so moving back into the next cards. Oh yeah, sorry, we didn't talk about Terror Flaps in the Night. Another Darkwing card. Shout out to Kevin here. He mentioned that this is kind of, if y'all are familiar with earlier sets, this is kind of like a Baboom, right? It's a
Mhm.
inkable 2-cost action that deals 2 damage. Unlike Baboom, Baboom can target locations as well, but this one's going to be able to hit characters, and then if you have Darkwing in play, you can hit for 3 instead. So lots of really good options there. I mean, we did see Baboom have some play for quite some time, and it was just by virtue of it being an inkable card. So
Hmm.
I think it added a little bit versatility. Sometimes you'd want to play Fire the Cannon because it was dealing 2 damage for 1 cost less, but that was uninkable. So I think being able to slot in a quick 2 damage that was inkable was actually really beneficial, and now we have it back. So
Yeah, I think it'll be a good tool, especially for anti-aggro strategies.
absolutely. All right, moving on. We have more fun removal. This is a more conditional removal, but Wipeout puts chosen character with bodyguard or item into their player's inkwell face down exerted. So, I mean, bodyguards are a problem, especially with the aggro decks. They come out. This one can just deal with them for 2 costs, right? It's an action, so no singing it, but I think it's a great card.
Also, like in Infinity, could you imagine having your lucky dime wiped out? That would suck so
Yeah, I
bad.
think that's. I was gonna say this
This
card's
might balance out Dime quite a bit, thinking about
Yeah.
that.
well. They already have Hideaway, which is like same cost, does the same thing, right?
Hmm.
And that's one of the answers that they have in the mirror to get rid of the time, or red blues playing similar cards. But I
Hmm.
think this might sometimes take that spot because you can just get over some weird bodyguards like Pluto. I don't know. Everything could pop up in Infinity. So it might be a little bit more interesting of an option to take that hideaway spot.
Well, it's funny because this comes into play, then you're going to see more locations come into play because your McDuck Manor, right?
Yeah,
Like
Hmm.
perhaps.
because the hideaway handles McDuck Manor or an item,
Hmm.
and then this one's handling a bodyguard or an item. So
It's a good
kind of have
tech
to
card.
pick your poison there, right?
This feels like a side deck card, right?
Hmm.
Everybody talks about wanting to have a side deck in Lorcana. This is
Can
like
we please have some side decks?
a side deck card for sure.
Need me a sideboard.
I was talking about that this week, and I was like, literally any card that handles items is automatically a side deck card.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Well, I think side decks would actually go crazy right now, I think,
Yeah.
because like so many decks are like almost good
Yeah.
against like the problem right now is decks have to do everything and
Yeah.
that's really hard. But if they could do some things and then side into doing everything, I don't know. I
Yep.
think you'd see a lot more variance in like what could be played.
Amethyst still would just take over, right?
You think so?
I think so. It's already kind of like the Swiss Army knife, right? And so
Yeah, maybe.
if you can tune that Swiss Army knife a little bit and make it
Yeah, I feel like aggro would probably lose a lot of footing just because everything can side into like spooky or
Yeah, that's what I feel too. Is my for aggro people, we
no,
we
no,
would
you
struggle.
guys need to be put on the sidelines for at least a set.
yeah. Yeah, it's been pretty popular for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
So
believe it, anybody. Don't believe it. We're here to stay.
that's all right. I played some of it. I liked my dog's deck right up until I ran into Blue Steel. That ruined my whole soul. So not a huge fan of that. I was sitting there playing it and man, Sandy set champs. I hit I'm playing dogs, I'm playing against Blue Steel. I'm on the draw, so I'm kind of like, all right, I'm already on the back foot here, but maybe if I can just kind of slow them down a little bit. So I go Lady on one. Turn two, I go Mowgli. No strength. Nothing in their
Yeah,
hand. I'm like, all right, well, that sucks. Turn three, I'm like, well, now they got the three cost out. I might as well just hit Ursula. Drop Ursula. No strength. All right, that sucks. He top decks it.
yeah.
Naturally,
I'm like,
Mhm.
all right. Well, I just lose this game. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. I did my job over here. And then the second game, it was just ruthless because I could not see a Chronicon to save my life. I had a huge wide board, and then I finally resorted to being a little bit cheeky, and I was questing with my Go-Go, hoping he wouldn't realize he had a Lexington on board, and it worked for one turn. It worked for one turn, and then the second turn he realized he had a Lexington on board and was able to
That
kill it.
thing's
And
so used to killing genies that doesn't realize it can kill everything else.
yeah, I'm just like, I'm just gonna keep questing with this because he's not gonna notice it, and he's gonna keep questing and not get the two lore. Because yeah, and that was the other thing is he had two Plutos both games, and I was
Oof.
like, if you just have one, I'm all right. Like I can get rid of one, but two, and then that was when the realization of not running World's Greatest Criminal Mind was a
Yeah.
situation for me. But I was like, man, you don't run World's Greatest Criminal Mind. You run what is it called? Horseman Strikes instead. I don't know. It was tough. It was a tough choice, but
Yeah.
yep, it was fun. All right, next card we have one of my favorites that's coming up, Angela, the Night Warrior. So Angela's huge because she's a gargoyle, and she makes it so the gargoyles lose their Stone by Day effect, which sometimes we're playing around that quite a bit. So this could be really interesting for players that maybe want to protect a little bit. You play this, and then you play your Demona. Now they can't Demona you back, right? I think that's kind of a big win there. So I think this could be really interesting.
I was like Lexington without his drawback, man. He's just overstated.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
yeah, I think the resist two until you started your next turn is actually pretty good too.
mhm.
What's that two drop 2/4 gargoyle? He already has like I think he has resist one or is
Oh,
it
Hudson.
Hudson? Yeah.
Yeah,
I think curve out of Hudson might be pretty cool with this card because the reason Hudson's like not great on two really is because of that stone by day ability. So
right. Yeah, and so this actually solves that. And I mean, it's actually probably really good with the rush that's the or not rush reckless. That's I think it's like a
Oh,
2 or 3 drop. I don't know. Can't
what was
remember
it
the name of
called?
that one.
It's the Ruby one, right?
Yeah, it's the Ruby Reckless one that's got like it's like a 6/4 or something. Like
Yeah,
it's
it's
huge.
meaty.
Yeah.
oh yeah, the I got you.
He's a big boy, but the
He's like
big
a
Not
three
concern is he
cost or
comes out
something.
early. Yeah,
with
I think he might be a
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
3 cost, so maybe
Brooklyn?
not on curve, but
Yeah, it's
Brooklyn's the
Brooklyn.
evasive one.
it's not Brooklyn, it's something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you find it, Kevin, let us know. But yeah, this could be I'm really excited about this. I think having that Stone by Day effect and then having a card that immediately counters it.
Bronx. Bronx.
Bronx, that's right.
Bronx. That's
Yeah.
It
right.
was a B.
And what's his
One of the
cost?
boroughs of New York.
It's a 3 cost
Yeah.
6/4 with Reckless.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's
Whoa,
not really on curve, but it
but the
is
stats.
yeah, it's something to think about. It is nuts. This is a big old
Yeah,
boy. But yeah, so I think being able to just counter that Stone by Day effect is going to be really interesting. And then to your point, the giving a character challenger +2 and resist when you play it. That's giving something challenger +2 is super strong to begin with. So,
Yeah,
it's just
I think the resist 2 will come in
yeah,
clutch a little sometimes.
absolutely.
Cool art too.
Oh yeah, the
Honestly,
art's
very
fun. I
pretty.
love the wings. The wings are just like a night sky. It's freaking awesome. Makes sense
Yeah,
because it's
that's
covering up
like
the daylight.
that card looks the most like a Magic card
Yeah.
of all the Lorcana cards. I'm like, what game is this?
Just ripped straight out of Magic the Gathering. I
Yeah.
love it. All right, and then the next one, they talked about this on the Lorecast with Mulan. That is, they announced the Enchanted on the Lorecast. But this one's a little interesting. It's a 2 cost. Whenever this character quests, you gain lore equal to her strength to the maximum of 6 lore. So she's a 1 cost and
This
a one
card is
strength.
so scary, man.
This
Insane.
terrifying,
This card is so scary.
Yep. Pair it with some support. Pair it with Alice Growing Girl. Um, yeah.
terrifying card.
Well, because you think about
Just
this.
play this in your dog's deck and then tramp it and quest for
Yeah,
6.
absolutely. It's
Yeah,
a two drop with 4 health.
Yeah, this card's not okay.
yeah, this is going to do lots of good work. I don't know. I mean, it's got a lot of really fun stuff that you can do with it, and not to mention if you start running it in like even a green ruby deck, you've got the shift Mulan that you can shift on top of it too and clear the board as well.
Yeah.
It's a threatening shift target, honestly. And
Mhm.
the fact that they included what's that red song or red action that gives it +5 strength for the turn, it's like cool. Like, that's incredible.
Yeah, yeah. This is going to be really interesting. Like I said, the Enchanted was announced on it on the Lorecast as well. They were also talking about the Snowman on the Lorecast. I don't know what the name of the Snowman is. They gave a name to it, but
Well, it's perished.
yeah, it's just been
Gone,
getting
man.
killed left and right in all of the cards. So it gets run over by Donald in the one that he banishes the item. She takes it out here. So yeah, there's lots of fun with this one. But yeah, this card's going to be really interesting and will open up a lot of opportunity to get, I mean, 6 lore in one turn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I like how I don't know. This is just me thinking out loud, but this is a Disney card game, so decapitations have to be of snowmen, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I mean, that's when the lightsabers show up. Maybe we're going to get some lightsabers at some point since Star Wars has kind of fallen
Mm,
off a little bit. They might have to
but
include that IP eventually.
I like how
that
it's when the start lightsabers start to show up instead of if.
Yeah,
uh-huh,
yeah,
uh-huh.
they got to be. All right, moving on to another Mulan IP card. Marching off to battle. Kevin, you mentioned this one. If a
Guys,
character's banished this turn, draw 2 cards.
Ruby got card drawn.
Let's go.
Let's
And
go.
and it's in the form of a song too. So I mean, that's
Guys,
that's a big one because a lot of Ruby card draw right now is relegated to items and actions. And so we can finally sing this one and be able to get some card draw out of it, right?
Like your
yeah.
first thought is to sing this with your Cinderella, right?
Yeah.
Like blue red. Like first thing that comes to mind. You're like, ah,
Mhm.
Yep.
cool.
Yep. Sing this with
100%.
Cinderella, take something off the board, or sing it with what is it? Kita, um the 4 drop that
Yeah.
lets you,
The has ward.
yep, has ward, right? You could do all kinds of fun stuff. I mean,
And
is Grandma Tala still in rotation?
the two
Which
drop?
one?
The 4 drop. The
No.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
yeah, she got
No.
dropped out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, the first thing and the memeiest thing I can possibly think of is finally we have synergy with Dinner Bell, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Always. That's the first thing you
Sure.
got to think about is
The
dinner
first
bell.
thing is how can we make Dinner Bell work?
Yeah.
So,
That's what everybody was thinking about, honestly,
yeah,
Kevin. You hit the nail on the
yeah.
head. The
It's the
entire
only.
state of Utah was wondering if we could get dinner bell to work.
Yeah. That's true.
It was reprinted in
We
Fabled,
all
so
held our
obviously
breath.
we think it's good.
Hey, when we saw dinner bell show up in Fabled, we were like, that card's going to be broken. Oh,
But
it's
yeah, I
wild.
think that this is a really cool card. They gave it in a song. I mean, I recognize it's out of like angel singing range, which I think is very appropriate.
Yeah.
But the fact that Ruby likes to challenge anyway, I think it's a really good card for the color, and it desperately needed. for card draw. So
I hope it's good enough, though. I
Yeah,
think it's a little too conditional.
it is. It's
Some
pretty
I think
slow.
mhm,
sometimes it's gonna be hard to get the banishment to happen,
Mhm.
sure.
especially if your opponent plays a little bit conservative and they just don't exert or anything.
Mhm.
Then you're leaning on your other song like Grab Your Bow or like
Hmm.
I don't know. I just hope this is enough to bring Ruby back into the fold because they need some help so bad.
Yeah, we were
I think
hoping the Be Prepared or the board wipe came into Ruby just so that Ruby would have something to do.
but
Yeah,
Ruby has singers though, so
it's true. You got the power line.
Yeah,
Like you got a singer four on two, so
right.
yeah. So
So
there it is. Like maybe
I
that's where
really
you have
think
to
that
do
there's
it.
something there.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can play. I think you can play eight singer fours on two, right? Because you have four of the Ursula Vanessas and then four of the
Hmm.
power line.
Mhm.
Yep. Well, and
Maybe
then
there's something
isn't
there.
isn't Troubadour the singer four as well?
But he's a
He's
Amber Steel.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right. He's Amber
he's a
still.
dual color.
Yeah, he's dual color. That's right. My bad. Yeah, I mean, definitely a possibility. I think it being inkable is huge too,
Yes.
because if this would have been uninkable, it would have just been a slap in the face. It would
It
have
would
just
have been
been like,
bad.
hey, this could be good, but it's not. So
I think this is the single reason though that Brawl did not get reprinted, and for that I hate this card. So
that's fair. Yeah, Brawl is one of the most balanced cards in the
I
history of the game.
we were all holding like I wanted Brawl back so bad. I think it would be so healthy for this format. And then I see this card revealed. I'm like, oh, that's why they didn't do it, is because you can Brawl sing, draw two cards. Like
Yeah.
can't do that on turn three.
Yeah, that would.
That's why. I mean, they gave you Let It Go. They can't give you too much. Come on.
Well, I think they could give me too much and I'd be happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I think Brawl, like that not getting reprinted was really interesting to me, considering that they got rid of so much of the removal, and then they were like, by the way, also Brawl. And that just did not make a ton of sense to me because paying three to have to play that card and almost you're almost taking a turn off every time you play it. Like it feels kind of slow. And
It's a one for one, but
right.
you don't develop your board any further. You just have to you're relying heavily on your two drop.
Right. And so I think it's such a balanced card. And that was the thing that it was really wild to me that it didn't get reprinted because everybody ran them in their decks. But there was so many times where you're on turn three and you're like, am I going to play this card and not develop my board at all? Or am I going to, develop my board and then play this at a later time or, what have you, or try to get up to my Tremaines or get up to, in this case, get up to the Headless Horseman now. But yeah, it's really, I don't know, very interesting that
And that
Brawl
was
didn't come
even
back.
back in the day when your follow-up play to Brawl was like Rabbit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, we don't even have
Hmm.
anything close to something that good in this format, you know what I mean? On four. You get Genie, I guess, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the
Genie.
same.
Yeah, Rabbit. I discounted Rabbit when Genie came out. I thought Genie was just going to take it over. And then when I had to slot Rabbit back in, it was like night and day difference. Like being able to draw two
Rabbit's
off of it was
so
Hmm.
crazy
good.
good.
Especially
Right.
like the Rabbit Fox thing was gross.
Yeah. Good old
Gross.
But
bounce. Good old bounce.
but
We miss it.
yeah, I'm almost convinced though that like in testing this set, they're like, we can't bring Brawl back because I just played a Singer four. I play Brawl on your thing, and then I draw two. That's too strong. But
Yeah.
maybe maybe I'm just looking into it too much. But I think that would be fine. Like, what Ruby
Yeah.
deck is going to win the game off of that, except for like the matchup they already win in red purple when they beat dogs. So
Yeah.
let
Not a
Ruby
lot of
be
them.
good. I think it's okay.
You
Yeah. I
guys are over
think we
here
miss
saying
it.
that Brawl wasn't reprinted, and they clearly gave you Grab Your Bow. They gave you two Brawls in one.
My
Just saying.
uninkable like
Yep, your uninkable 5 cost song gets two
that I
Brawls.
can't sing tell five. It's like so bad.
Right. That's wild. Yeah. So moving
Just
on to the next one, we have Todd. Sam, let's talk about Todd.
I like this card so much. I want to do all the Todd things. There's so many cool cards that can work with him too.
Yeah.
There's the item, the Medal of Heroes that
yes.
you pay to, you give it to lore. You talk of like you are always talking up Baloo. I'm surprised you're not on this card.
I mean, I'm on the card. I love it.
I think it's
And since they
sweet.
printed the small shift target for it, I think it's the card to, try to build something around.
Yeah.
Shift 5 is expensive, especially in green. I don't know what other color you run alongside it, but I do love Todd. Like I'm a huge Fox and the Hound fan in general, so throwing Todd in here at me is great. The artwork on this card is just
Top
phenomenal.
notch.
So
Top
good.
notch.
So big shout outs to Augie Christensen there because that it looks great. And then yeah, I mean evasive twice during your turn, whenever this character is chosen for an action or an item's ability, you may ready him. So yeah.
Yes, Medal of Heroes will give him 2 lore so we can quest for 4 that
Yep.
turn. You can improvise him, draw a card, you could quest again,
Mhm.
or you could play all of those things first and then because correct me if I'm wrong with this ability, you can like cache them, right? You can like store them up.
Yeah, it's during your turn. So it's
Twice
actually
during your
when
turn.
it occurs, the trigger occurs. So,
Mhm.
but you can do it twice. So when it occurs, you have to decide on whether or not the trigger enters the bag at that point because
So
it's a
you're saying
may as well.
you can't cache it being like, oh, I can just play 2 items, have 2 readies. You have to
Yeah.
Okay.
it has to be exerted, then ready, then do your
Yeah.
thing. Okay. Right.
So you'd first quest with it, and then you'd start doing your shenanigans. The other thing I was looking at is like you could totally even if you're like I gotta finish the game, and say you're running I don't know. First thing that came to my mind was running steel with this. So you run strength, and this is the only card you have on the board. You could strength it and hit
Strength
it
it.
for one damage and then go, right? Like I mean, it's one of those things that you can potentially get 6 lore off of it. So why not?
I was thinking more in the realm of blue because you had the Medal of Heroes I already talked about as a blue card. You also
Yep.
have that 1 cost what's it, Helping Hand? It gives something
Yeah,
support for
give some
1.
support. Yep.
Yep,
Right.
and then you draw a card. So improvise and the Helping Hand draw you a card, and then um you even have ways to like give the Todd Ward in some cases, right? You have like
Well,
Alice
using
or the
Alice, right?
Goofy.
Maybe it just lives in an action deck too, right? Like you
Yeah,
just
maybe.
run like half sharks alongside it potentially, and or even the Robin Hood that lets you play actions for free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
perhaps.
So you got some level of synergies there that you could do some interesting decks to build around this, but and now we have card draw in red. So hey, we're starting to cook here. We're getting the
Yeah,
things,
that's
right?
right.
Slowly but surely. But yeah, I think Todd's fun. I'm like I said, huge Fox and the Hound fan, so love to see Todd included and love to see that this card looks at least like it's going to be a good legendary to pull. It's going to be a legendary that I'm going to be very happy to see. It's not going to be another Webby that I'm going to see 4 million of them and be like, well, that card seemed really good at the beginning of the set. So,
Hmm.
but
Hey, I first off shout out to the art again because it's the cutest card in the entire set.
yeah.
Uh, but I have a rulings question.
Yes.
So on these may trigger abilities like Todd's, or
Yeah.
there's tons of them. Uh, if you choose not to use the ability, does that remove one of the twice during your turn choices? Like, if I was to play an action and target him, and I don't want his ability to trigger, does that mean I can still target him 2 times more later and use the ability, or is it 2 times you get the choice?
Hmm. That's a very good question. Twice during your turn, whenever this character is chosen for an action or an item's ability, you may ready him. So, whenever implies that anytime it occurs, you have the option to add it to the bag. And so I'm assuming because twice during your turn is before whenever, then it would be like you target him, that's 1, and then you target him again, and that's 2. And then if you targeted him any additional more times after that, you can't
You
do
don't
the
get the
ability.
option.
So you don't have the option at that point. Um,
Gotcha.
that's my initial thoughts on it, but it's a really good question because if you do say target him with something and you're like, I don't want it to be my moment to ready him, um, I'm going to stick with my initial thought, but I am going to double check it.
Hmm.
Right.
But my initial thought is that you get two times targeting him, and then
Hmm.
after the second time targeting him, you no longer have the option to add it to the bag.
Yeah, because you
Right.
can read it 1 of 2 ways, right? You can say like you can read it twice during your turn. You may ready him, like twice you may ready him, or is it twice you choose him for an action? You may. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a bit of parsing apart the words. It's a problem. I wasn't
Yeah.
able to figure it out because I ran into a situation a week and a half ago. I was playing the new Ariel
Yeah.
and with boost, and it says once during your turn, whenever a song is sung, you can draw a card. But I wanted to sing a song to banish something and then play another song and draw off that one. I wasn't sure if I was able to choose which song I wanted to draw on, or if her ability triggered once, I got the choice, and once that event has passed, I no longer got that choice.
I feel
So
like they would be the exact same ruling.
Yeah, they would be the exact
exactly,
same
exactly.
ruling, right?
Hmm.
So you're saying what does Ariel's actual card read?
Once
I'll
during your turn, comma, whenever you play a song, comma, if there's a card under this character, comma, you may draw a card,
You may draw a card. So you wanted to draw a card after a second song sung,
right because
but not the first.
not
I
the
had two
first.
singers on board, and I strength someone the first time, but I didn't want to draw on it because I wanted to save it for singing Beyond the Horizon and draw that fourth card. I didn't
Yeah.
want to discard the card initially, so I didn't know
So
if I got the
once
ability
and
to
twice are the
choose.
limiting factor. So the question is whether or not the action of playing the song removes the limiting factor, which I don't think it does. I think you would be able to decide which one now, rethinking about it a bit more.
Right?
I'm gonna have to look at this. I'm gonna have to take this ruling away because I can't
Yes,
be
jump the
100%
judge.
certain on it because it feels like you should have the option, but then at the same time, it would be, in my opinion, kind of fair for it to be using up the trigger because it's when you're performing it, the trigger occurs. So whenever this character is chosen for an action, or in the case of Ariel, whenever you sing a song, that's when the May option occurs. And if you elect
Sure.
not to do it, you have now not done it, and
Right.
now you lost your opportunity to do it
It's
because that was
a mandatory trigger.
no, it's not a mandatory trigger. These are Mays, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
Right. Well, so they're a May to add it to the bag. So the trigger occurs when the situation happens that causes the trigger to occur. Whenever this character is chosen for an action or an item's ability. So that's the trigger
Mhm.
initiator, right? And then you may ready him is putting Todd's readiness into the bag is the
Okay,
May option there. So
okay, okay, okay.
so I'll take it away and I'll get back on that one for sure.
I look forward to the answer. Thank you.
I like the idea of this fun judge question that I'm going to be able to answer next week. So hopefully stay on the edge of your seats for that one.
I'm standing on my chair for the rest of the week
You
until you
should.
answer
You
me.
should. You're going to be like, dude, why didn't you know right away? I just don't want to tell people the wrong thing, dang it. So, but
I
we'll figure it
appreciate
out.
that.
All right. So, but moving on, I had to highlight this card because obviously everyone knows that I am a sucker for the cute characters of Pocahontas, and Flit has been revealed, the reflective hummingbird. He's looking at his reflection. He's a one cost, and when you play him, you can move a damage from chosen character to chosen opposing character. So he's, the little bell, and but he's a 0/2 body, so just kind of jumps onto the field and starts doing some stuff. I think it's a good little, I don't know, card to jump into certain combo decks. I think he fits well alongside Miko and some of the other cards that we've already talked about from Pocahontas. So kind of a fun little card.
It's pretty good. I like the art on it. Like they do such a good job. You can even like see the different patterns in the water, like on where the air would be spreading of the water apart. It's really cool. They pay attention to these details.
Yeah.
Maybe Flinger Dinger will come back and we'll play Flit in the Fling Ding Flit deck.
Where
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I mean, it's one of those things where like a 0/2, it feels real bad though. Right?
Yeah,
Like it feels real bad as a
yeah,
0/2, right?
it
Like
doesn't feel
that's
great.
yeah, that's tough to justify in just about every deck.
But
But
all those
hmm
Fling Ding Flit words were fun to say.
yeah, there you
right.
go. Fling ding flit. There you go. It's the flit flinger dingers. So
The
Hmm.
flinger
that's
flitters.
that's what people need to create a team, right? Called the flit flinger dingers. So
From Flit, Michigan.
yes, let's go. All right. Well, moving on from that one, broken card in the
Oh,
set. Broken card alert.
this card is nasty.
Broken
The
card alert.
sigh.
Speaking of Pocahontas, we're still on
What?
Pocahontas,
Show
but
me, show me the
Grandmother
rarity one
Willow.
more time.
The rarity is uncommon.
Ooh,
Uncommon,
So
dude.
good. Love
thank
that.
goodness.
There's gonna be a million of these things.
No, you're
And
gonna
There's
see this card in every Amber deck. I swear to you,
yep.
almost
it's
every Amber deck. This is gonna be in all the dog decks. It's gonna be in. It's gonna be in everything. It's so good. This
Yep.
card's
So
amazing.
for those who don't know, Grandmother Willow is an uninkable 2-cost 1/2. Once during your turn, you pay one less ink for the next character you play this turn. So it's yeah, it's a body that you don't even have to quest with it. It just you can just leave it ready, right? Because that was one of the biggest downsides of like your Plutos and all your other stuff that does the same effect is that you had to quest with them to be able to do or exert them to be able to get the character on cheaper. But this one says, nah, you can go ahead and just do it for free.
honestly, it's an incredible card.
Super good.
Or you can just quest with it the turn you play your Chromacon, and then just play your 1-drop other Daisy in your hand for free, and everything is really good for you now, and your opponent hates you so bad.
It feels like a really good just slot right into aggro, doesn't it?
It's so good. Like,
Super
this
good.
this card is insane.
I think the only thing holding it back is uninkability because those aggro decks have so many uninkables already.
True.
Yeah,
Go make some
true, but
choices.
this one gives you super high value.
Yep.
It's true. It really does. I mean, because who cares
What if your
if
lantern also let you quest a 20 faster?
That's
exactly,
crazy,
exactly.
right?
Because
Hell,
honestly, like, who cares if it's uninkable if it provides you ink? Like,
Yeah.
the
yeah,
whole issue of being uninkable is that it doesn't turn into ink, but it gives it to you anyway. So,
Well, it's like because that Pluto kind of sucks because that's exert, not
right.
quest.
hmm
The was it the Huey is on quest at least. So
hmm
to your point, Sam, helps you get to 20 faster. This one is like, well, you could quest with it if there's nothing on the board, or
Yeah,
if there's
or
something on the board, we don't want to
we'll
lose
just
it.
wait.
Yeah, just wait. We'll quest later.
Hmm.
So that's crazy, right?
I think this card is probably the. I don't even know if I wanted to say it's the most underrated card, but I think everybody is on this card now.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about it. I think this card is the best card in the set,
it's a very good card.
power
And
wise.
it's just so good for all amber strategies, not even just aggro. Like, aggro, yes,
Yep,
obviously, but all amber strategies.
absolutely. Just plug it right into any deck that needs any kind of
mm-hmm.
ramp, which who doesn't want ramp, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and back to like what we were talking about with Flit being a 0/2, this is at least a 1/2, right? So
Hmm.
it's got some damage on it too. Like it's got all the best
It is
things.
cat food, so that's
Right.
good.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It is cat food. There's no question about that. That's
Yep.
Cheshire Cat's value continues to be underrepresented. So
Hmm.
That dang cat, man.
it's such a good card. I love it so
It's
much. It
so
makes me
good.
happy inside.
So good.
I love it. I'm so happy I got 12 copies of that like the first week. All right, moving on to the next one. I like this as an item. This kind of falls into what we were talking about with like Darkwing Duck. Um, but it's an item called the containment unit. The funny thing is that I was learning how to play Magic with my daughter, and we got these like decks that you could just play, and one of them was a blue deck, and it has this like something sleep card that you play, and you target a creature, and that creature goes to sleep until that enchantment leaves play. And I was
Yep.
like, and then this card gets announced like right after I was learning that, and I'm like, it's the same thing. It's crazy. So, but, but yeah, so
I
containment unit, when you play this item, choose a character. They can't challenge your quest while this item's in play. And then at the start of your turn, choose and discard a card or banish this item. So, very interesting.
They can sing though.
They
Mhm.
can sing. Oh, I didn't think about that.
They
Yeah.
can sing
So
and they can
in
use tap
in
That
effects.
sucks.
Magic the Gathering, usually when you tap something
Yeah,
like with an
it can't do
enchantment, it
anything.
can't
Yeah.
do anything. Can't
Yeah, you
activate
can't.
effects, it can't do anything. But this still allows the character to quest.
Yeah, because then you can't
Or not
convoke
quest,
with
sing.
it or any of that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, so
Mhm. They can use
dang it.
exert abilities too.
Yeah, so this
So
is
like
this is a little bit
Dumbo.
worse now, but I don't know. It is very interesting to be able to just lock something down and not let it do its thing. And obviously, if they don't have songs or, obviously it doesn't stop like the Dumbo ability, right? You play out a
Right.
Yeah.
Dumbo and you can exert to do a thing or,
I think
what
it's
have
a
you.
really, really cool card with a really, really interesting effect that might not be good right now, but I think that the direction this card like points to is something I think I'll really enjoy, where
Mhm.
It's
we
heavy
get all
control.
these other like interaction effects. Pretty cool.
Yeah. It doesn't. It's very interesting though, because we just talked about Grandmother Willow and how broken that card is. And then we
Yeah.
look at this card and it's a rare and it's
It doesn't
uninkable.
do anything near as crazy.
Hmm
It's the same cost. Dang it. Like they're the same cost.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
I thought it was a little interesting. Oh no, no, I thought it was interesting that this card is in steel. It doesn't have a very steel-like effect. Like this heavy control stop people from challenging. Yes, I mean we've seen that in steel before, but with challenge and quest, I thought that was it's a heavy control. I thought that would be more like I don't know, red or something. But that's
Yes.
the part that surprised
I
me.
agree. I think it's super interesting. Like you'd think it would be like on the reckless side of things, maybe, or like
Hmm
kind of like a green card.
Mhm. It also, I was just thinking about this. This could be really good if you're dealing with like a deck that runs like a bodyguard and or Tiana. This could be really
Yeah.
good against a Tiana because then they have to have the song to be able to exert it.
Mm-hmm.
And you slow that whole deck down because that's the goal of those
Till they
those
sing
decks, right?
strength and you're super sad.
Then you're like, but why? He's like, I was gonna do this anyway, so you just played that card for absolutely no reason.
Yo,
But
speaking of like interesting effects on cards, can you pull up one more before
yeah,
we go to the other card? But pull up the Steel Duke Wesselton.
the Steel Duke Wesselton.
I say that like it was from Frozen, but I don't know if he's
Duke,
Weaselton in
it's
that movie.
Weasel Town. It's the
Weasel.
Weasel Town
Weaseltown.
in Zootopia. It's not
Yeah, this
Wesselton.
card.
Yeah.
This card allows you to do stuff on your opponent's turn,
Yeah, that one's pretty
hmm
crazy. I like
because
that.
like, so if you're not aware, because this card is released, it is improper now to ready your ink like at the end of your turn. I know a lot of people will like organize
Yeah,
their ink, get them all ready.
huge. Yep.
Don't do that anymore
Nope.
because now this card can come down and like you can do this whenever. If
Hmm.
it's your opponent's turn, if you're in
Mm.
a 2v2, it doesn't matter. Like when this character is banished, you may play a card with cost 2 or less for free.
Yep.
Yeah, so you're hinting towards playing a card that's two or less that has a kicker effect that you need to pay ink for.
Yep.
Not even a
Gotcha.
kicker effect, but just period.
No, it
because
plays
when
it
you
for
play
free
a
though, right?
card, you have to have the ink to play it, right?
But
No,
this
no,
says for
Oh
this
no,
one
you
free.
said it's
says
pay it for free. That's right.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
Right.
play
Yeah.
for free, but there are kicker cards that you
Yeah. When you
win this
play them.
card.
Yeah.
Yep,
Like Fennec. Fennec
yep,
is one.
Yep.
yep. Like
Hmm
Clarabelle, Fennec.
Clarabelle.
Yep.
Yep.
Nope,
Now
that's a
you
totally
can
good
Okay.
point.
you can flash in this card and then use a on play pay two effect.
Love it.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be a big rules thing then. I mean, going into like Ghent, speaking to that, right? We have lots of big tournaments coming up that we were just gonna talk about as well. Um,
Like I'm
definitely it,
guilty of that.
yeah.
Like when at the end of my turn, I just like ready like put it all into a nice little pile.
Hmm.
hmm
Yep.
It
And
helps
so
me, but now I can't do that anymore.
nope, you're gonna have to leave
If
your
I
stuff
see this card,
exerted.
it's like nope.
Yep.
This is another wonderful example of a great aggro card for Amber Steel.
And as a side note
Each.
for like that scenario with the ink being readied and stuff, uh, not readying your ink at the end of your turn helps investigations significantly when
Yep.
we have to come over and figure out what happened. It's
Hmm.
very easy for us to figure out what happened when we can see how much ink you spent the previous turn.
Like you should probably I and we should not have ever done that in the first place. Like ready your ink at the end of your return, but it was
Right.
so nice and organizational. I don't know,
Yeah.
but it's going to be a habit I'll have to break because they're leaning more and more to you'll probably start doing stuff on your opponent's turn here pretty quick. Like I was thinking about this. Our spell cards are called actions, right? It's only a matter of time before they have something called a reaction, right?
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, it feels like there's lots of that already written into the comprehensive rules as well for how those types of things are going to be handled when there could be some sort of follow-up play to something that your opponent does. So, I mean, I think it's the next logical step with the game to continue to add some complexity to it, but we'll see. We'll see what the timeline comes out for that, right?
Yeah.
It's cool. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Very exciting.
That's a good
So
card.
keep your ink. Don't mess with your ink, right? At the end of your turn, right?
Keep it the way it's supposed to be kept.
No question.
But I just wanted to bring that up because
no, it's a good one.
Some of these like they're taking us in a new direction little by little. So it's good to bring it up.
Slowly getting there. It'll eventually get to the craziness. I was playing Magic last night with my daughter. We were doing a draft and it was great. And the first two matches, I understood everything. I was like, okay, I understand exactly what you're doing. The third match, I was playing against this guy, and I was like, I have no idea what's happening. Like you're playing about 50 cards in a single turn, and I have no clue if you're doing it right or not, and I have no way to stop you if you're doing it wrong. So have at it, bud.
I've played Magic a few times. I played at the pre-release a few weeks back, and I had the same experience. Like people would be like, "No, you can't do that," and I just wouldn't even argue. I'd be like, "All right."
You're like, you're right.
My fault.
Yeah.
My Guess bad. You win.
W on your side. All right. Well, the last card that we had pulled up, teed off, was the what did you say, Kevin? This is the new biggest body.
Yeah.
The new most expensive card.
The new record for the most highest costing card in the entire game.
Right. It was
which is Sticky Mickey. It's like a hilarious cost because it's like for those of you who can't see the screen right now, for each card in your inkwell, you pay one less to play this character. It's like if you have 12, you can just play it for free. So your ink, like it didn't matter how much it cost in the first place. But the fact that they made it 12 is so silly.
Well, it's like you just have to have 6 and then you can play this card.
Yeah, but it's a 6-mana 6/6 good? No.
No,
terrible.
Not at all. 6/6 to the quest for 2, right?
Yeah. But if you have like 8, a 4-mana 6/6 is like okay.
I was gonna say, what's the threshold for it being good?
Well, in every scenario, it comes out too late, right? So that's why it's probably bad in most scenarios. But like, if this costs 4, it's pretty good. Like a 6/6, the quest for 2 for 4 is gonna be crazy. That would be a crazy card. So 5's probably pushing it though.
If you have 8 ink, and what other cards are you wanting to play? Hades. What other card? I mean, Monstro.
Yeah.
Other cards, right?
Think about things that cost 8 and less that are better than this.
Yeah. two cards.
Like a lot.
Play 2 cards, 2 4 cards. You know.
Yeah. Demona,
right?
Elsa, Marshmallow, Genie.
Oh, dude, that's
because Demona's a 5/6 quest for 2.
Would you rather play 2 genies or this card?
Two genies.
Genie Dumbo or this card?
Genie Dumbo.
For sure.
No question. Yeah, this card's not good.
No, I think it's hilarious though. If you get there and you put 4 of these on board on your 12 ink turn, that'd be cool.
Yeah, there you go.
just someone opened up the geriatric home and just let the grandmas out.
I'm gonna have to do a big bounty for that. If you win your set champs and you put 4 Grandma Tala on board,
that's wild.
Buy you a box.
That reminds me back to like when I first started playing, because when I first started playing, they used to have like you got stickers, right? Every week when you went to League, and you had to like do certain things within the game. And so we would just build these decks that like 100% we're never winning any games ever. But we would just do the things that the like the little bounties that they did so we could get stickers every week, so we could have full stickers every week. It's like I remember building a deck that had like it's like sign the contract and like Ursula, or no, it was like Ursula's contract and stuff like that in there. And I would be like, play these 2 cards and then play Ursula's contract. And I'd be like, let's go. And they're like, well, what did that do? And I'm like, it just got me a sticker. I got a sticker. And they're like, well, I'm like, I didn't need to beat you. That's all that was matter. That's all I needed. I just
I
needed that
had
so I
one
could.
goal.
Yeah,
There was a local I was going to that did something similar to that. They'd post on Discord like to get your points for the week, you have to play a deck that does this, this, or this, right?
yeah,
And for some reason, like most of the things they did, I could see how they were trying to get people to cook, but like I could do it with the meta deck that was already good at the time,
yeah.
right? So I did it with like purple red, and I remember just people being so frustrated with me because they're like, you're not even in the spirit of doing the challenge. I'm like, I fulfilled all requirements. What do
You're
you
like, I
mean?
just want to win too. Like, I don't only
Yeah,
want to do
but they
this.
also gave a point, like an extra sticker, if you actually won your round, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's like, well, I'm just trying to get the points, just
Yeah.
like you, but it's not my fault. I won better. I don't
I'm
know.
also playing a meta deck on top of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
For me, the challenge was, we had 3 players playing, and we're jumping into a card game in Ursula's Return, and we're trying to get set one cards that don't exist, or you'd have to pay double MSRP to get a box of them.
yeah,
Shout out to Brad Littler for selling me a box at MSRP when we first joined the game. Guy's a freaking legend.
nice.
So he was like, I got an extra box from when we went to the DLC and I'll sell it to you for MSRP. And I was like, you're awesome. Thank
You're a
you.
good human.
Yeah. So it was really cool. But yeah, I mean, it was so hard. And then we were just like, oh, let's build these random decks and be able to do stuff with. So it's fun. But yeah,
That's
Grammatala
awesome.
is a huge waste of time. Congrats.
No, I think it's cool to print stuff like this, but
Yeah.
it's fun to
It,
talk about like how like
It'd be good if it had
upper
like just a
echelons.
crazy effect. Because I mean, honestly, at least Thicky Mickey has like a crazy effect,
He
right?
does have a
Like
crazy he
Mhm.
quests for 5.
he quests for 5, and
For
like when he gets
five.
banished, you kill everything. It's a board
Mm-hmm.
wipe,
Yeah,
basically. So
pretty much.
yeah, I mean, he's huge, and he's a what
This
is it,
thing
ten
quests for
ten?
2.
For
Yeah,
two.
dude,
It's
For
two. It's
and
more than one.
just
with
2.
nothing else on the card, it does that.
Yeah, that's it's just a vanilla 6/6 quest for 2 that
For
costs
12.
6.
Yeah.
That's like it's a 6/6/6 quest for 2. Isn't there a card for that 6/6/6 quest for 2 that's inkable though too? Isn't that
100%.
one of the
There
card
has to
formats
be.
that they printed out with last set?
Yeah. There.
Uh
Or was it
well
Fabled?
there's like a lot of the like there's been a yeah, I'm thinking back to like Honey Wizards, a 5 that quest for 2, right?
Yeah,
Right.
And
There
then there's
has to
four
be.
four fours that quest for 2, and 3 3 3s that quest for 2. So I'm pretty sure there's a 6 6 6 that quest for 2.
yeah, I can't remember. I thought I saw that in
All
the
right, I'm going
previous
to the
sets.
official Ravensburger app. Here we go.
Go for it. Check out the official
Look
That'll
it
tell
up.
me.
Ravensburger app.
Look it up. So, I mean, while we're
Yeah.
looking that up, speaking of board wipes that leave when or that happen when you leave the board, the new Wreck-It Ralph is that.
Yep. Big old Wreck-It
Yeah,
Ralph.
that it definitely is that.
That Wreck-It Ralph. Oh, and I mean, huge shout out to the Wreck-It Ralph being the last Ruby legendary and making me
Right?
look like an absolute fool last week. So if any of y'all were listening, you heard my awesome boast that it was going to be Sisu that was going to be the final legendary printed in Ruby. It was going to be a reprint of the 8 cost Sisu, and it was not. It was Wreck-It Ralph that was announced. And so I have to fulfill my end of that bet, and I will absolutely have to buy a winter spell pack and raffle it off for one lucky commenter.
You're welcome.
Well,
I got him to
exactly.
do that, you know.
It was all Sam. You can make your checks out to Sam. He'll uh,
Yeah.
he'll accept he'll accept all kinds of compensation there.
So there are 4. So I looked it up. There are 4 cards that have 6 6 inkable quest for 2. 3 of them are vanilla.
Yeah.
One of them, Rama, it says whenever you play another character with 5 strength or more, you may ready this character. If you do, he can't quest for the rest of the turn. So a little bit of a power creep. Let's go Rama.
Yep.
Way to go,
Rama
Rama.
Rama is just putting everything to
Officially
shame.
better than Grandma Tala.
Officially better than Grammatala. Like, I think if you're gonna do this, why isn't she just inkable, right?
I
It's
know, it's
like
crazy.
why is she a 12 cost? She's so expensive. Like you just
I've had that, and also why is she barefoot in the snow? But
I mean,
I have this thought a lot. Like, what? Who decides something's uninkable?
yeah. It
Some of them
honestly
just don't make sense.
what I've
Mhm.
what I've heard from previous people is like they'll use the uninkable as a way to accommodate or to give a drawback for like overstated cards or cards with really good effects,
Yeah, but
right?
what about in situations like this?
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you because we very quickly determined that this is basically a 6 cost card.
Yeah.
And that's the effect we have here. And that you've already just said that we have multiple 6/6 quests for 2 cards. So this is not overstated. This could be technically like an 8/6 quest for 2, and then the uninkable 12 cost, I guess, makes kind of
Like
sense.
most of the other cards that reduce in ink with some condition are inkable, right? Like there's the Olaf, there's the Gaston, there's the Sheriff of Nottingham. Those are all inkable.
And no, those are all uninkable. All the 9 cost ones that have because it was like Chernobog 2
Hmm.
was
Well,
also,
Chernobog's uninkable, but I was
yeah.
thinking the
No,
Olaf's definitely inkable.
the Olaf's inkable, but the Sheriff of Nottingham is not.
Are you sure?
Positive. The
Okay.
9 cost sharing Sheriff of
I'm just gonna
Nottingham.
trust you.
I'm pretty positive because then there's
Maybe
also
I'm
the
thinking of
Sven.
Ratigan.
Or there's also, yeah, Ratigan's inkable. There's also the what's his
Yeah,
name? Is it
confirmed he's
Sven or
uninkable.
oh no, Kristoff. There's also the 9 cost Kristoff that's uninkable that
Hmm.
is however many songs you have in your
But
discard.
why is Olaf inkable?
That's a good question.
Why?
Because he's amethyst.
Yeah.
No, he's Ruby.
Oh,
He's
is
No,
he?
Ruby.
Oh, I thought it was
no, we're
amethyst
talking
then.
about there isn't there the Amethyst 9 cost Olaf too that's like however many characters are exerted on your opponent's side of the board.
I'm looking
Well,
at.
in my mind here, I was talking about the Ruby one that just is in this
Oh
set.
no,
No.
no, it's amethyst, and the 9 cost Olaf that has
Look at me talking about things I know about.
happy passenger. It's for
Yeah.
each exerted character you have in play, you pay 1 less to play his character. It's
Yeah,
evasive.
well, okay, explain this then.
Yeah, so this one's a little bit different. So this
Oh,
is a
the
nine
other
cost.
Olaf.
Yeah, different Olaf. So this is what he was talking about.
Yeah.
So
My bad.
for each action card in your discard, you pay 1 less ink to play this character. Um, when you play this character, each opponent loses 2 lore. It's a 4/4 quest for 2, 9 cost inkable. So yeah, I mean they did
No
have
rhyme or reason.
yeah, there's no rules, man.
All right.
They just made a bad blue card for no reason.
Here first from the lore guide himself. There are no rules.
There's no rules. There's no rules when it comes to making cards. There's plenty of rules when it comes to playing them, but when it comes to making them, there's no rules. So
Sorry, Grandma Tala.
yeah, we miss you. Well, all right. So moving on to our next form of the agenda, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen because we're not talking about cards anymore. We're talking about some cool events that are coming up. So, Kevin, do you want to kick us off with Game Grid Lehi's great announcement that came out last week?
Sure thing, sure thing. They were talking about it for a while. I'm really glad that they settled on doing a win an iconic.
Woo!
So, yeah, we have that
Nice.
coming up. It's going to be for the iconic Hades from Whispers in the Well. And it's going to be the $30 entry, and it's going to be on the 21st. So
Nice.
be ready for that. Prep your decks. And,
Yep.
really excited to
Is that
see
set
what
10?
happens. It is. It's going to be set 10, or no, it's it's going to be winter spell meta.
Wow, cool.
Yep. According
Yep.
to the rules now, according to the current tournament rules, as well as the current comprehensive rules, as soon as a set is released in hobby stores, it is legal to play in tournaments.
That's crazy. Okay. Good to know.
I
All right. Prepping dogs.
Yep. Prep the
Kidding.
dogs.
Just
Just
kidding.
find the deck that you can plug the cards in as quickly as possible, right? We're all buying cases, right? Isn't that how this goes, right? New set comes out, we all buy cases.
But if any Tiggers are listening, I have to retract my statement. There will be no dogs played.
0 dogs played.
Formal announcement.
The
Formal
entire
announcement.
the entire team is just up in flames right now.
They're
Um,
gonna they're gonna get me for that one.
Just kick you right out for playing dogs.
You're out.
You're out.
No.
Yep,
I'll
um,
catch a stray though for sure.
that's fair. I mean, it happens, right? I played dogs at set champs at Sandy. I had a good time with it. Like I said, it was great until I ran into that blue steel. I
Yeah.
didn't even realize that I was favored in the matchup against the Amber Amethyst. I thought that was a bad matchup for me, but then I just had every answer. It was good.
Under
So
the Sea is good.
it is.
Turns
Turns
out,
out. Turns out board wipes are really good.
Really, really
really
good. Yeah.
good.
Yep. So
So, I mean, you prep your decks, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you want to sign up ahead of time, there is a link on our Discord. It's posted in the events.
nice. Yeah. So set 11, win an iconic, February 21st, Game Grid Lehi. And then we also have, right, if we have win and iconics all over the valley, apparently. That's the thing, right? The best
Mm-hmm.
game shops are doing the best things. Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Hearthside. They're also doing a win and iconic, and that is for the iconic Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ooh.
they are going to be doing same entry fee, $30. And that is on February 7th. And yours truly will be judging that. And
Woohoo!
I'll have the correct answer for both the Ariel and the yeah, I guess you're not going to play Todd at February 7th, but we'll have the correct answer for Ariel in case you're
Well, I'll need
playing
to know
an
how the
Ariel
card that
deck.
I win functions.
Yeah, yeah, I mean that's good. That's a
Fair
good
enough.
point, right?
Fair
It's the
enough.
card that you're trying to win. But yeah, so hopefully you can do both, right? And try to win both. How cool would that be? You get
There
your
you go.
iconic set for set 10, and then we'll keep up with these different card shops and get another win an iconic up for set 11, right?
Here's hoping.
If you guys are thinking, you know what? I don't want to win an iconic. I'd rather stick with my enchantments. We have enchantments at home. Game Grid has the Win and Enchanted on Thursdays. So this upcoming Thursday is going to be for the Sheer Khan and the Mother Gothel, and it's
They
only
do that
$10
every
entry
Thursday?
Every
every Thursday,
Thursday.
dude.
Wow, look at that.
I
Yeah.
know. You should. How come you haven't come, Sam? Come on,
Because
This
I
Sam.
is
live
so far.
1 hour and 30 minutes away.
What is that? What is that to a competitive Lorcana player?
On a weekday,
It's a
that's
lot.
3 hours.
It's a lot. It's hard for
It
me
is.
to get down there, and I'm like only 45 minutes away, so it's a little bit tough for me.
You're
Although
missed.
Mike
That's all I'm
Bartlett said
saying.
I have to ride my motorcycle next week or else I can't play.
Mm.
So
In the middle of the
Here,
winter, he's
yeah,
not
let me
nice
let me make
to
you an
you.
offer. I'll join the tournament on webcam.
there you go.
I promise
Perfect.
I promise no shady business.
You promise not to stack your deck? That would be great.
He promises not to have 30 copies of what's the gaining knowledge and wisdom in his deck.
I promise.
Gaining knowledge and wisdom is, dude, it feels bad to lose to that like at the end of the game. It's so bad. I lost to that twice last win and enchanted because I was playing against oh my gosh, he's gonna kill me. What's his name?
Eric.
Eric. I was playing against Eric and I was sitting there and I'm like, do I draw right now or do I play, do I play out and try to kill one of his characters? And I'm like, he's gonna win it because he's gonna have three gathering knowledge and wisdom in his hand. Sure enough, that's exactly what he had. Three gathering knowledge and wisdom. Boom, boom, boom. Game six
Yuck.
lore. And I'm just like, all right. And then the next game, I was like, all right, well, surely he can't have it again. No, he did. So,
There was one set champs I played at. I was playing Green Steel, and I was playing against the Amethyst Amber aggro deck that played like the gaining Lore and Wisdom,
Mhm.
yeah.
and he had 0 cards in his hand. And I was like, I'm not greeting this. I'm playing a Pete. I know he's gonna top deck one.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, next card he draws for turn and passes. I was like, no way. He just played, and then I think I had to do it again to not lose or something. I was like, that's go crazy.
Yeah.
They always have it. They
Every
always have
time.
it.
Mhm.
Every time. I'm just like, all right, well, it was funny because I'm just looking back and I'm just like, well, there's nothing I could do. You just had the
Right.
cards. I mean, the first game I played against Eric, he had three Amethyst Chromicons on the board on like turn four. I was like, okay, like, what am I
Did you
gonna
guys
do?
ever play Hearthstone?
No, I never played
No.
Hearthstone.
Okay. Well, there was a deck in that called Miracle Rogue, and they would just literally like go through their. Yeah, they'd have a turn where you just like, if you're playing against them, you just sit there and watch them like struggle for like, I don't know, pick an amount of time that sounds long to you, and then they'll just like blow up your board and then deal 10 damage to you. It's like, what just happened? But I feel like playing against the burn deck is kind of the same thing. They'll be like, oh, okay, I play like uh Chromacon, doubling caster, triple gain, Lore of Wisdom, and I win. I'm like, wait,
You're like,
huh?
what? What?
I I was expecting to have a turn.
What happened? How did you get so much ink? It's because I Hades them and Spooky Side, like you know.
Hmm. Hmm.
Well, and they're just like inking too as well. Like that's the other
Yeah.
thing. They just keep on adding to their inkwell, and I'm like, gosh, this is terrible. Side note though, that deck that I was talking to you guys about on the Discord before we started recording, the one that I
Hmm.
built that's kind of silly and built around that daisy, that the set champs daisy,
Uh-huh.
it stalls the crap out of the burn deck. It
Yeah, I
makes the
bet.
burn deck cry. It's so funny because you
Hmm.
just like I can get Daisy out pretty quick, and then as they're adding ink, it's coming in exerted, so it messes with their math so bad because they can't do anything on the board anymore. It's super fun. I'm a big fan of it.
That's
That is
cool.
awesome. The
Yeah.
burn deck has been kind of fun. I've been playing it for a couple of weeks, but it's not the best deck out there, but it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has. It's not as like consistent at winning is like dogs, right? But it's
Mhm.
like
Hmm.
it gets there sometimes. Sometimes you'll just like have all your chromacons and then the game feels way different.
It's
Hmm.
just it's too like there's so many scenarios where it can just have everything, right? It's like
Yeah.
that. It reminds me a lot of the Exodia play from the Amber Steel aggro from set 9, because it just felt like if you have it, you have it, and you're gonna
Hmm.
win that game. So there's scenarios with that with the burn deck for sure.
Yeah, your high roll is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy strong. Excellent. So yeah, and
Yeah.
moving on to other big tournaments, right? We obviously have all of our local stuff, but let's talk about the world. Let's talk about our global tournaments that are coming up. We have on March 6th through 8th, we have Ghent coming up, and we have a large number of Utah players that are going to actually be there participating in Ghent. So
Nice.
big shout out, one of those players on the podcast with us right now.
Yours
So
truly going to be
let's go.
there representing
Sick, dude.
Utah and the Tigers. So,
Super exciting. Yep.
yep.
Super exciting. I hope you have a great time. I hope you guys kill it. I'm excited to hear what you think about how the format plays out. We talked about this a little bit, but how you're going to have a day to break up the monotony a little bit, be able to go and
Hmm.
do some sides.
I think
I'm
at the
excited to
very
hear.
least, no matter what happens with the format, I think the event's going to be phenomenal, just outstanding.
Right.
So, not worried about that. I am worried about what I'll play because I'm just confused. There's too many
Oh,
things right now.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
winter spell, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, this set list is making me dizzy.
Yeah. I mean that Game Grid Lehi's win an iconic is huge because playtest, playtest, playtest.
Yep.
That is going to be a huge
I'm actually
opportunity to
super
playtest.
excited that they're putting that on because that gives me an event to go play and see what people are cooking up.
Absolutely.
I was gonna mention this earlier, but for those that are unaware of how to like look up decks that are being cooked up right now, one good resource is going on to dreamborn.inc and going to the decks section. You can
Yep.
just hit the browse decks instead of create decks. It'll show you can go through popular decks, you can go through trending decks. So anytime there's a new set reveal, you can go to like trending, and you won't see like it might not be the deck that you or it gives you probably like it was like 40 decks or something. It's just a big list, but
Mhm.
it might not be always meta. It'll be whatever people are just cooking up. So it's just going to be first impressions. It's a good way to see what people are doing. Um,
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's huge because I suffer from this like I want to include everything situation. And so when I go and look at a deck and I'm like, okay, this is a 60 card deck and this is maybe a skeleton for me, right? Like I can pick and play or plug and play whatever I want in here. And Dreamboard makes it really easy to just click
yep.
down, copy the deck. You can go modify it yourself, save it yourself, do whatever you want, right? Like that's how I craft decks. That said, ultimately, what I end up doing is I wait until the meta kind of establishes itself, and then I go to, if you're looking for meta decks, I jump over to what's that freaking website called? Inkdex.com.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Go to
Hmm.
inkdex.com. They have a meta report on there as these sets get released. So basically you'll start seeing all those tournaments and for example, Hearthside, I'm going to be putting an Ink Dex tournament up there for Hearthside so that we can report our Utah meta as well. So
Yep. If you're gonna go to these events in Utah coming up, there's some resources for you to look at your decks. But I'm one of those people too. When like a new set reveals and I start cooking up decks, I'll go into my Dreamborn. I'll go into the Lorcana app or and then my deck will be 80 cards. So it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. If you have a deck idea and you go into these lists, maybe Dreamborn, maybe somebody's got like your same idea, but they thought of something you didn't see. So it's a good resource. Just check it out.
I mean, when I would just because you were talking about it, I popped open and went to the trending decks, and I saw a Sea Dogs deck by DeCandio on
Yep.
there. I was like, I wonder what he's thinking of. And yep, he's thrown Mulan in there. So
As you
crazy
would.
that,
Yep.
as you would. But he's also got the new Stitch Carefree Snowboarder as well as the Nani Stage Manager. So kind of fun with the new Akud et Emudi. I still have no idea how to pronounce that song.
I
But
mean, I think the first thing that comes to mind too, with like the Nani stage manager, the Lilo drummer, and the Stitch Rockstar, right? Or the Lilo Rockstar and the Stitch Rockstar. We got to have like, where's the vocals? Like, who's doing the vocals now? Like
we're
there has to
gonna
be a singer
Yeah. Who is
somewhere,
it?
right? Maybe it is technically Angel, but they just haven't done the Rockstar version of Angel yet. I don't
Mm,
know.
yeah, we'll get Angel
maybe
on there.
Yeah, that's
we need to
interesting.
Angel
shift Rockstar Angel now,
Yeah, yeah,
or
right.
just
for the
actual Elvis.
vocalists.
Actual
Oh,
Elvis.
Elvis Stitch.
Let's
Elvis Stitch.
go. Well, you can't have Elvis Stitch as the singer and then Rockstar Stitch. That just feels wrong, right? You can't have
Yeah.
two Stitches at the same time.
Yeah. You just need actual Elvis Presley.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
Or it could, I mean, it could technically be Powerline. How crazy of a band would that be to have
Whoa.
Stitch
True.
plus
Powerline.
Powerline doing the vocals? That'd be crazy. I don't
That's true.
know.
That's true.
So that's, I mean, is that Nani Amber?
Nani is Amber.
There you go. So we just have Amber, Ruby Amber, Rockstar deck.
There you go.
There it is. That'll be a fun little one. I don't know. We just need to see some of these some of these synergies need to get more love. And I think they're starting to do that with a couple of characters I noticed with this
Yeah.
set. They're starting to create some pretty powerful synergies within IPs. And that's what I need to see is like I don't want to say busted, but they need to have something that's busted that is IP specific synergy
I think
like
so.
busted, right?
Yeah.
Like why not give something that's like, oh, this deck that is based around this particular IP is just really good.
Hmm.
So
That'd be cool.
yeah, it'd be fun. But
Yeah,
All right.
there's some cool lists on that. I just also went to
Yeah,
the
I'm just
website myself and I was looking
I'm
at
just
this like
looking through.
purple green like boost decks, kind of cool. They actually had the Todd like exact list I was talking about,
Yay.
uh with
the
the
Metal of
helping
Heroes.
hand, the Medal of Heroes. Yeah. It's a
Hmm.
little blue green like ramp into Todd. They even had the ward stuff we were talking about too. So
Let's go.
somebody, like I said, if you're cooking it up, maybe somebody's got it already up there, so you can have a little head
Absolutely.
start.
Yep. And I
Oh,
mean, moving
Harlot.
into global tournaments, we also have Hong Kong DLC is ongoing right now. And that one's fun because that is a best of one, 7 rounds, best of one.
Yep,
And that is the final set 10 DLC. So very exciting to see how that turns out.
I expect a
Probably
lot of blue,
Hmm.
blue. I mean, you would think blue green, right? Like if you're gonna go best of ones, right? Blue green's just gonna be your deck,
blue
right?
green, blue purple.
Yeah.
I think you could see both.
Oh yeah,
I
for
just,
sure. Blurple cleans up on best of ones for sure.
Yeah,
I just wanted to address that. I think that, and you guys probably know better than I do. Is that because they are the best at going second?
yes,
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
that's 100% the sole reason. Yep,
Yep. Because then
gotcha.
you're like, all right, well, if I lose the dice roll, at least I have a chance
yeah,
versus
Hmm.
being like, I lose the dice roll and I lose the game, right? If you're running
Hmm.
Amethyst Steel, it's not that you lose the game every time, but not having the dice roll really hurts you on a best of one for
so
sure.
it's not win or lose, it's favored versus unfavored, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's how you kind of have to look at it. And if you lose the die roll as some of these purple decks, you're just unfavored.
Yeah.
Like it might be 45-55, but 45 is less than 55, so
Yeah.
Sure,
unfavored.
sure.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. It was very
All right.
interesting. All right. Well, I think we're on to the best part of the event for most folks, and that is for our giveaway. Now, reminder,
Giveaway.
this giveaway
Hooray.
was absolutely broken because we had Game Grid Lehi add to it. We have our existing packs that are coming from Oasis Games. So shout out to Oasis Games. They donated a bunch of good stuff. We've already raffled off a ton of stuff for Oasis Games, but this week we're raffling off a Fabled pack from Oasis Games. I have the Fabled pack, so I will be able to give it to whoever wins it. At any of the tournaments that I'll be at, I will be at the win an iconic at at Hearthside. So and then outside of that, I'll just reach out to you. We'll figure something out. And then the other one that we have for today is the Elsa gift box giveaway. So this is a huge
Woohoo!
one because I mean we're talking a little bit more value here. I think there's what 5 packs in there or
Yeah, I think there are.
5 packs inside the Elsa gift box, plus a Glimmer foil Elsa fifth spirit. So lots of cool stuff in there. Plus, you get a cool little carrying box to store all your good cards in. So we had tons of good entries and tons of good comments. We'll read off the comments after we do the giveaway portion. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here, and we are going to go into the giveaway section. Alrighty. And we'll pull up the wheel of names. Let me make sure that's not the right one. This is the right one. Okay, so this is the Fabled gift pack. So everyone's got their names in here for the Fabled pack. We'll go ahead and spin this wheel.
Drum roll.
Getting
Good luck, good luck, good
close,
luck.
looking like
Good luck,
Clay,
good luck, good luck.
maybe. Did Clay get it?
Clay. Clay
Hey,
B.
Clay
Clay.
B. Clay B gets the Fabled booster pack. The Fabled booster pack goes to Clay B. All right, and then
Here
Thanks
moving.
for giving
comes.
us support, Clay.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Clay.
Thank you, Clay. Appreciate the comment.
If you pull an iconic, you post it.
Pull an iconic, or if you pull a enchanted or any of that stuff, let us know about it.
Any
We'd love to hear
any of
about
the
it.
good
Yes,
stuff.
please.
Absolutely. All right. This is the one, the big winner. All right,
Can it
here we
be
go.
Clay? I'm voting for Clay.
And
Clay,
Clay get
Clay.
another one. Let's see it.
Here
We
we
got it.
go.
Drum roll. Oh, it's past Clay. Oh, stopping
Hey,
on Jose Rivera. Let's go.
Jose.
congrats.
Jose
Nice
Rivera.
work,
Now,
Jose.
the gift box is in Kevin's possession, I believe.
hmm
So, Kevin, where are you going to be at for the next couple of weeks here?
I try to attend the Thursday Game Grid Lehi Win and Enchant events, so if you're
Mhm.
able to attend that, fantastic. I also am going to try and make it out to the Win and Iconics over the next few weeks. So if you're going to be at that, please meet me there. Um, for any other, I have a part-time job and I'm a stay-at-home dad over 2 girls. So please, if you need to message me and I need to go somewhere, I can probably make that work. But if we're going to be meeting at events, that would be preferred. But we can make something work.
Excellent. And then both Jose and Clay, if you're on the Discord, you can just post on the Discord, say, "Hey, I'm the person," and then we'll do a DM with you separately, either myself or Kevin. We'll figure that out, or you can reach out to any one of us on the Discord to figure out when we can get you your prizing. So super exciting. And
Congratulations.
congrats, congrats. All right. And then let's read off a couple of these comments before we give the information about how to enter in for next week's raffle, which next week we have a Whispers in the Well booster pack, which can be the last, I think the last opened Whispers in the Well booster pack for some time, because that's when, we're going to hit the winter spell the following week. And
Mhm.
then we also have Kevin. What do we have on the list for next week from Game
Uh,
Grid Lehi?
Game Grid Lehi donated a gateway packet, a gateway
Wow.
box.
A Disney
So,
Gateway box. Let's go.
hmm and
Awesome.
it's awesome for anyone who's learning the game. And so, even if you are an experienced player and you may not need to learn the rules, if there's anybody else in your life that you're thinking, hey, they might enjoy the game, it would be a great gift for them. So, you can teach them all the rules, learn it step by step. It's an excellent product for getting someone into the game.
Plus, it also just kind of doubles as like a board game, right? Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
at the end of the day, it just becomes kind of a board game that you can pull out and play. There's really no stress or pressure to get into that, right? So,
Exactly.
all right. Well, I'm gonna read off a couple of these comments. We had a really good showing this week. We had some people talking about some of the new cards that were revealed. We had BR Quest. So good play on words there. BR
Yeah, I like
Quest
that.
instead of BR
Mhm.
Guest. That's pretty awesome. So they said they love the podcast, and they said they know there's more cards to be revealed, but their favorite one was the copper that has Rush. So
Nice.
that's
Yes.
pretty cool. I
Yeah.
like that. And I mean, as I said, big Fox and the Hound fan. So
Maui
Dude,
too.
yeah.
dude, that card with Hercules, so good. Copper's a hero.
Yep.
That's amazing. I didn't realize
It's
that.
pretty
That's
cool.
Yeah,
crazy. That's
yeah, really
awesome.
good.
Yep. And then they also said that they took not the 246 build, but they took a Blue Steel Detectives deck and won second place at their set championships. So
You can't see this,
shout
but
out
Ooh.
to
I'm
them.
clapping.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations. I
Yep, they
like
did
that.
great. That's awesome. And then let's see here. We had McKay Anderson came in here and said, giveaways color me intrigued. I'm personally so stoked for Amber so far. And some more card draw on Amber gives them hope. And this is obviously before we found out that Amber also had a board wipe. So
Yeah. Hey, well,
I'm pretty
Amber
sure
got
McKay's
everything.
pretty stoked right now. So
I just want to point out that McKay Anderson is actually a local artist, and he is the art director for Winterspell.
let's
Nice.
So
go,
thank you,
McKay.
McKay.
Thank
Oh man,
you.
we have so many cool local celebrities, right? We got
That's right.
McKay, we got Matt Ing, we got all
Mhm.
kinds of awesome local
Thanks for
celebrities.
showing the podcast some love. Appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We have Cam Kendall is another local one too.
Yep. And then we have Chand Grit jumped in here. As I mentioned, he was playing at Game Haven Sandy. For the giveaway card most looking forward to was the blue Moana, lets you ink from the discard pile. So he's
Cool
high on
card.
the blue Moana, lets you ink from the discard
Hmm.
pile. He mentioned that he likes magic decks that can play from the graveyard, and why he is not sure it's going to be good, he just likes the idea that it's coming up.
For
So
sure.
very cool
I think we
there.
can all agree with that one. We do like that it's coming out.
And he likes the idea of using a blue amber deck using Moana and the Black Cauldron, which could be really fun,
Yes.
spicy,
Way
spicy
cool.
deck building.
Yeah.
I want
That's
that card
nice.
to be good.
Yep. And then my beautiful wife, Alicia, shout out. She came in and she said her favorite upcoming card is the Enchanted Bell. And I have to agree. The Enchanted Bell is beautiful. Love it
Looks
so
good.
much. She did say that her husband doesn't have enough to buy it for her though. So
That's what she
that's too
said.
bad.
Oh
Yeah, she did
man.
say that.
Dang.
So yeah.
That's tough. Hate to be whoever that guy is.
Yeah, whoever that guy is,
Honestly.
he's hurting. He's got to figure out how to solve that problem for sure. So and then we had another person that I'm not going to even try to pronounce the name. It's like B. Losher, something like that. It says loves the new Tinkerbell. Can't wait for one in the set championships. So looking forward to that set championships Tinkerbell that was announced. It's a beautiful looking card.
I want to see the
Honestly.
mat. I think this mat's going to be pretty
Gonna be
good looking.
fire. Yeah,
Mhm.
I bet it will. And then we had Vicious Helsing. Gotta say, red's favorite color. I don't disagree. Red's a great color. University of Utah, go Burr. Let's see here. So red Elsa with location focus. They're gonna say that they're most excited for that one. They're also funny enough that you mentioned the Tinkerbell playmat, Sam. They
Hey,
gotta win the Tinkerbell playmat, they
I hope you
say.
do it.
So
I hope you
Vicious
do it.
Helsing needs that Tinkerbell playmat, and hey, I think a
Get it
lot of
done with
people
red.
do.
I hope you do.
Yep. And our final comment on YouTube was from Hollow Shadow Music. I'm excited for Ohana Means Family to get healing and draw combo with a challenging deck. So very
Yep.
exciting there.
Welcome back, Rapunzel.
Yep, it's the Rapunzel. Like I said, we're gonna have to work around Rapunzel again. We have to
Mm-hmm.
not leave damage chilling on Amber characters. Not a good idea.
And
So,
I think that's amazing that that card has that power. It's
mhm,
not Rapunzel, but it has the power of Rapunzel just
mhm.
on our psyche. You
Yep,
know?
absolutely. It's
It's
well, it's one of those
incredible.
things that you immediately have to play around it, right? Like,
Hmm.
and I think I was talking to a couple of people that were playing the Infinity out in the DLC in Richmond, and they just kept saying everyone forgot about Rapunzel. Everyone forgot that you can just park damage and then clear it and draw 3 cards.
Yeah,
So
this
it's
people are gonna learn again real quick as soon as they run into like a Ohana means family, and it's gonna draw more than Rapunzel. Like, wait till you
You're
like Ohana
done.
means family for like 5, and you're like, oh, I can't do that. I gotta remember.
yeah, right. It's gonna hurt so bad, and then also like it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
just it clears the damage too, which is just
yeah.
insane.
Like when a Surfer Stitch like runs into something huge, and they have like 7 on there, and then they just draw 7. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm such a dingus.
It's gonna be those people running like go-go's and stuff that are gonna leave the damage parked, and they're
Yeah,
hoping to top deck the go-go, right? So.
hmm
All right, and then we'll jump over to our Spotify. We had a bunch of comments on the Spotify. As we mentioned on a previous episode, Casey had accepted the challenge. Casey Johnson had accepted the challenge to win with Blue Steel.
did
We
you
haven't
do it?
heard from you yet, Casey. We have not heard from you yet, so get back to us if you did. We had Taylor Jelka, Mr. Golden Mickey himself. He said, "Can't wait to make some moves with the new 7 drop Todd and the
There we
retro
go. He's
evolution
he's on my
device."
wavelength.
Yep.
Retro man.
Retro evolution device and 7 drop Todd. We're going to see some pretty crazy stuff happening there. And then we had Kevin, not Kevin on the podcast, but Kevin with a Pikachu image as their picture, is excited for the new Angel and Lilo combo. So very exciting
Absolutely.
there. And then Clay B, our man that won the pack, he said he just got finished up with the latest episode and had such great Lorcana banter, which I have to agree, we're pretty great at this
That's
Lorcana
true.
banter thing. We're pretty amazing.
Last episode
Um,
we just riffed with it too. It was
We
good.
did. It was
Absolutely.
awesome.
We were crushing it, man. It was so much fun. And he said the community here is so rad, and this podcast is fantastic supplement to it. He can't
Aw.
wait for Amber to get some love, including Ohana and the new winter spell set. So
Ah, what a great message.
Ohana means family. Yeah, great message, Clay.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
dude. So happy you
Appreciate
won the
you.
pack now.
True. Couldn't have gone to a better commenter.
Absolutely. That was great. And then another person who won, Jose Rivera. He said he just started listening. He's wanting to learn to play the game. As of now, he just collects, but it's great that we do this podcast. So,
Nice.
hey, you're jumping into the game. Great. You're going to get yourself a really cool gift box with the Elsa gift box. So that'll be a great way to get started there. And
Yeah.
just so you know, Jose, we're doing a bunch of trainings tomorrow at Oasis Games. So every Sunday at Oasis Games, we do League at 12 noon. So show up. I've got a free box of bulk from previous sets that you can go through and take whatever the heck you want out of it. Oasis Games always just throws a bunch of cool stuff at all the new people that show up to play, including promos and pins and whatever you could hope for, lore counters, all that stuff. So head over to Oasis Games and come and play with us, man.
Awesome.
Awesome, man. Well, that's all of our giveaways. So jumping into how can you enter for the giveaways for next week? So first things first, we need subscribers. We need subscribers on YouTube. We love you, but we need you to give us some love too. We need you to hit that subscribe button. And with that, you would also need to make sure that you are showing as all your subscriptions are public. So the way you do this is you go into your web browser, your internet web browser, and you have to modify your settings because by default, your subscriptions are set to private. And if you go in, if you just Google it, it'll tell you exactly how to do it. Go in, make your subscriptions public, and especially if you've been entering giveaways on YouTube, this is the only way that YouTubers or content creators can actually see who's subscribed to them. So first thing you have to do in order to enter this giveaway is subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you subscribe on Spotify, that's great, but we can't see that no matter what you do. So YouTube is the way you've got to do it. And then from there, obviously give us a like, and from there, do another comment. And this week's comment, we're going to go ahead and stick with the same kind of thought process as previous week. But we're going to say, hey, what's your favorite deck you're excited to build? We want to hear some sort of deck. If you want to share your deck list with us, we'll do it live on the podcast. We'll review it live on the podcast and give you some of our notes and feedback on it. I think that'd be really
Yes.
fun to go through and try to see what people are cooking up. But let's hear at least, a color combo that you're looking forward to. Maybe a deck that we talked about on the podcast. Whatever you want to put in there. Just what's your favorite deck coming up for this next set in a comment. And for that reminder, so you first have to just subscribe on YouTube. But if you do a comment on YouTube, that's one entry. You do a comment on Spotify, that's two entries. You do a comment on Apple Music, which, like we said, the way you do a comment on Apple Music is you leave a review on Apple Music. If you do a comment on all three of our platforms, that is three separate entries into the giveaways for this upcoming week, which the comments will get you a giveaway entry for the pack if you haven't already won a pack from us yet. And then the comment giveaway, or the comments specifically about the decks, will get you entered in for that giveaway box. So super exciting. Please like, subscribe. Let's get some cool community, banter back and forth, right? Let's get it all going. So
Can't do it without you guys. So thank you.
Yes. Please give us a reason to give you stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the nice thing about this podcast, right? We've had great sponsorships from all the local game shops. So
Hmm.
huge shout out to our local game shops who want to sponsor us and and
Thank
uh,
you.
and give stuff to their community. I mean, that's all they're doing here. They know exactly where it's going. They're not giving it to us. We're not making any money off of it. We're just giving it straight back out to the community. So that's what they want to do, is make
Hmm.
sure that this local your Lorcana community gets to get what they deserve, which is free stuff.
that's right.
So. Awesome. Great. Well, I think that's wraps up everything that we wanted to talk about this week. Do you guys have anything you want to say before we sign off?
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Justice for Grandma Tala. That's about
Can
There
we
will
get
be
a
no
better card?
justice.
No justice for Grandma Tala. Terrible card. All right, everybody. Well, have a great week. We're so close to this. It feels like this set can't come fast enough. So I'll see you guys next week.
Yep. Hope to see you guys at the Win and Iconics coming up.
Yes. See you guys.